So, I mean, to us, like a lot of us are saying, it's like the real TUF Finale or whatever.
Yeah.
Is this the real TUF Finale, or I mean, hey, it's the hardware is already done, you know?
Hey, it's whatever the people call it. You know what I'm saying? Is like I said, I've been telling people all week the anticipation for this fight for someone. Neither one of us have a ton of professional experience, so the anticipation is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is the real main event. That's what I've been saying on social media all week. So if people want to call it the real TUF Finale, if that's what the perception is going to be, then whatever. I still got the trophy and I still got the contract. So whatever people want to stamp on it to make it saucier, go for it.
I like it. With that said, are you happy that it got booked? I mean, is there some part of you that kind of wants to get this finality to it, or to fight the guy you were supposed to fight?
In all honesty, it was something where after the fight fell off the first time, I was like, yeah, rebook it. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to fight a little bit earlier, and then he had his injury and whatever, and I was kind of got over it after a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of weird to like stay focused on someone if there's really no upside or no benefit. You know what I mean? But as soon as they announced that the fight was happening again, that the fight was gonna get rebooked, it was cool, man. I mean, anytime you get to fight inside of the octagon, it's cool. You know what I mean? So, fighting Trey, and it's one of those things where it's supposed to have been happened like several times. Hopefully nothing happens, knock on wood, between now and Saturday. Me and him, we get to go into the octagon and, give the people what they want.
Nice. Do you feel like you have any advantage because, I mean, you guys, the experience that you got, I mean, I know you guys both have the experience, right? But I guess you got the real one. And
yeah.
Does that help you all, knowing that you've done that?
Well, like I say this a lot, even when I was on the show, like I didn't have the same nerves that other people had because I always felt like I should be here. So it's like, it feels like home to me. So if we had fought back in August for the finale when we were supposed to, I still felt like I would have been more comfortable there. I mean, I do have more fights, more amateur fights and more pro fights in a shorter amount of time, you know what I mean? With that being said, I mean, it's undeniable. You know what I'm saying? Fighting inside that octagon with actual people in the audience and, the lights. And I don't know if Bruce Buffalo will be there for this one, but, it's different. It's definitely a little bit different from TUF. It's going to be something he's going to have to adjust to. But, he trains with good people. They're going to have him ready to go. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's going to get in there and, lay an egg. I think Tresean's going to get there. The lights are going to shine on him, and the best version of Tresean's going to be in there Saturday night.
Nice. What do you think about him as an opponent? I mean, are there certain skills that he has that you're most concerned about, or how do you think the styles match up?
Man, listen, he's a very skilled guy. That's the only way you can get into the UFC at 3-0. You know what I'm saying? He's a very good fighter. And there's a lot of things that I have to watch out for. You know what I'm saying? There's several things. You know what I'm saying? He's fast. He's explosive. You know what I'm saying? There's not a whole lot of telegraphs to his kicks. Not a whole lot of telegraphs to his punches. He's accurate. You know what I'm saying? He's a tough customer, man. I mean, there's a reason why people are excited about this dude. With that being said, I have had, like I said, I was preparing for Trey all the way up to the finale, and then what was it, like 10 days before the finale, they announced that Gilbert was fighting, and then since then, like, I've been training, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm less worried about Trey, what he's going to do, and I'm more worried about how well I'm going to execute. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking about for this fight. I'm thinking about just staying technically sound, keeping my hands where they're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Not telegraphing shots, setting up shots. You know what I'm saying? If I want to grapple, do everything properly. Don't leave anything for him to take. You know what I mean? I'm not thinking about him as much. You know what I'm saying? I know if I go in there and I have my best performance, there's not a lot that he's going to be able to do with that.
Nice. Last thing for me, I guess the goal here, I mean, obviously you want to win, but is it like prove to everybody or make some kind of a statement? You know what I mean? Is any of that in your mind, or is this just getting the win?
Every fight is making a statement. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely every fight. And, I fully intend on trying to make a statement. You know what I'm saying? People still think, I'm not doing anything. People still think I don't belong here. And, it's not something that keeps me awake at night, but it's something that makes me smile sometimes. And then I think about how I get to prove everybody wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's like this fight. I feel like it's a lot of perception versus reality. You know what I'm saying? Like Trey, if you just have the eye test, he's a much scarier person than me. You know what I'm saying? His fighting style is scarier. You know what I'm saying? The people talk about the way he looks is scarier. You know what I'm saying? Like, I come in Pooh Bear, Mr. Dad Bod. I'm not the most imposing person in the world. But, it's not going to matter when I impose my will on you. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, man, just, exposing people's perspective on fighting, you know what I'm saying, what they think to be true versus what is actually true. You know what I'm saying?